What's up, everybody? Welcome back to this discussion video of RWBY. Today we're talking about the RWBY Volume 8 teaser trailer that just dropped yesterday.
I called the party split. I mean, I guess everybody called the party split, but I'm calling it now for sure. Party split.
Yeah, the fact that was featured in the teaser, that definitely feels like it's going to be a big plot point.
You know, before we go much further, the thing that's been disappointing me the most is how much they've been revealing in their teasers. The whole thing from the previous two, little snippets that they've shown. It's the team with Oscar. One of the biggest things about ending Volume 7 was Oscar is down there alone.
Solo.
Yeah, that's true.
Why are you, skipping everything, not even, hinting that they might get back together this volume or something?
I like the idea that episode 1 he's just going to be walking down the street. Hey, RWBY. Hey, Oscar.
It's the number one thing that aggravated me. And this, I will actually say that the teaser now didn't really give that away or anything that they get back together, because this is meant to be a splice of multiple episodes coming together, get pumped. Here's what's coming.
That's it kind of goes away from RWBY, but that's something that happens a lot nowadays. If there's anything good that Disney did with Star Wars, it was not revealing too much in the trailers.
Or misleading you.
Right. And that was something like in Star Wars Episode 1 when it came out. I think we were all kind of too young to really care about this. But when, the biggest reveal in the movie was Darth Maul going from it's like, oh, he's got a double-sided lightsaber. And that would have been, a huge reveal for the huge fans. And I just know a lot of Star Wars fans hate that was ruined in the trailer.
Yeah, you make a solid point. Because, they even showed, them riding on the motorcycles with just 3 people. And then they show some other clips. I took screenshots just so I could see the differences. I'm like, all right, this is Team John, this is Team RWBY, and then you see Oscar not on the motorcycles, he's with them in what looks like his mantle, and I'm like, okay,
I mean, shit is getting real. I've been saying that every volume, but it's true. Shit is finally getting real. Salem is here, and it's one of the first shots in the teaser is Salem there.
Sitting at a weird throne that I'm guessing is on top of the whale, or maybe in its mouth because it looks like there's teeth.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure too, but I mean, I assume we're gonna go through the little parts of each part of the teaser, but overall, I'm pumped. We all know my thoughts on Ironwood. They decided to make him part of the teaser. Fucking waste of.
I think he might be a little important to this volume, just a smidge. As a real quick side note, since you're talking about Ironwood, apparently, I didn't watch all of the RWBY RTX at home, but apparently they announced Ironwood's semblance, which apparently it's just iron-willed or resolute. It's like a passive one like Crow's, where he's just more adamant about himself in some way. It kind of doesn't feel like a semblance.
That seems like a character thing that you build up.
It sounds like a personality to me. Maybe we'll see it in more fleshed out, and I'm hoping we do. But seeing that description of it, it's like, okay. So RWBY can turn into rose petals, dodge attacks, go around walls, and recreate herself. But this man has the equivalent of the Meg Family Guy superpower.
Yeah, even Ren, his is different than that. I just having a strong will is that's not magic or not a semblance.
That's just good genetics.
So the name of his semblance is Mettle, Mettle, strengthening his resolve, which allows him to carry through with his decisions, helping him hyper-focus. Yeah, it just sounds like a personality trait.
I get it. Or I get at least what they were trying to do, but that's just not. That's the whole thing with semblances, or in my opinion, what semblances are a semblance of magic. It's basically magic, but on a much lesser scale.
Where it comes into play is his background of saying, "I will do whatever it takes to."
And that's just his personality. He's a
great.
Person.
That's been your whole thing the whole time. Are you saying that part was your semblance? That the one that really I could understand is using his semblance when his arm is trapped in the hard light.
But even then, it makes me like him less because of that.
Yeah, he had to use it. Yeah, because I gave him respect. That's a badass if he's just fuck it, I don't need my arm. But if it's I need a semblance to be like this. Like, cool, bro.
And I hope they do something decent with it. I hope that, like, he's going to be in a situation where he's facing Salem and fear is overwhelming him, and that's when you kind of see him, like, glow with a resolve. That would be a situation where I can be like, okay, this is good. It's similar to Ren's semblance, where he is, like, calming himself, but he's just getting his fucking eyes on the prize, and he's going to shoot Salem in the head, even though it won't matter. All right, let's get back to the trailer. We kind of get the debate that happens between what they need to do, protecting all of Atlas, protecting all of Mantle, protecting all of Remnant, and where priorities should lie, with Ironwood being Atlas. This is where I know I can help. This is what I have to do. Ren being, we have to protect Mantle, because they're the people who we are capable of protecting right now. That needs to be our focus. And then you've got Nora, who's kind of, we have to protect the world.
Yeah, so a lot of that I think that actually like fit perfectly into every argument we have about Ironwood. Is Ironwood was saying exactly what you do to back him up. I'm going to save who I can for humanity. And that's always been your argument. He's doing what he can to save who he can in this moment. And I think the team is like, well, these guys are abandoned. We need to help them right now and focus on getting them safe in the moment as well. And it's the exact argument. Ironwood's abandoning them. The team recognizes that. So they're going to do what they have to for them. Where Ironwood's like, I'm saving humanity, but fuck those guys.
That is kind of weird, though. I did have a little bit of an issue with that because of Nora saying, no, now we have to save the world. Because it's like, kind of your whole point of the last season was talking about how you have to care about Mantle.
Well, I think that was more because of maybe the realization that, okay, Salem's here, and it's not like this is guaranteed. This is gonna go south. Like there's no hope for whatever the aftermath of this is. So instead of just like centering this on like, all right, we need to help Mantle. Once she's done here, she's going, somewhere else. So I think that's where her mind had turned to.
It sounded like it was a conflict, though. Like, we can't focus on Mantle. We have to focus on the world now. Like, her priority is going to be getting the Amity Arena up and get that transmission out to the world.
Oh.
That's how I took it.
Way.
Yeah, if you took it that way, maybe I'm wrong. So there's an interesting scene that I only just noticed as I'm kind of like going through just like scene by scene to make sure we're covering everything. It looks like at about 9 seconds in, there's Zhang Yang, Oscar, and Ren entering a building. It looks like Pietro's shop to me, but they have their weapons raised.
Yeah, I was trying to find out where I've seen this scene before, and I think that's it.
And it is interesting. In the scene right after that, we see Yang, Zhang, and Ren as a team again on the bikes.
Yeah, and that's what I was like talking about. How I think they like that was like as they were going back too, because it looks like they're riding maybe into town or into Mantle.
See, it looks like they're going away from it.
That's what I took it as, going away from Mantle.
I think they're doing something with setting up the link.
Let's see. Yeah, they're definitely going away from Mantle. They might be going to get Oscar for all I know, but it could also be involved with Amity, yeah. And then we see the rest of the team in a separate situation shortly after that, where they're all drawing their weapons again at someone who's like in a science lab.
Yeah, this one seems to be probably, I think, the Aesops. I have a feeling it's...
So when the rest of them, Ruby, Weiss, Blake...
That's exactly what I'm looking at.
Nora and Penny are there in the room. Those four draw their weapons, but Penny's just like, what's going on here? What are we doing?
And that's why I think it's the Aesops.
When we're seeing the Aesops, we see a very brief instance of them, of like Ironwood with his back to us, looking in through a window, and the Aesops are on the other side of the window. I think they're looking at Clover's body.
Yeah, there's like a bed. Also, he has a new arm.
Oh yeah, he does.
Oh, cybernetic. It's either Clover's body or Crow.
It's got to be one or the other. But I like the idea of the Aesops not turning against Ironwood. I like the idea of them now firmly being with him to the bitter end because of seeing what Crow did.
I think so. Like that's a
Crow did it. Yeah, Tyrion literally did it. Crow figuratively did it.
Yeah, not arguing with that.
Robin also is responsible. She's more responsible than Crow, let's be honest.
Okay, the whole situation, it could have been, it could have been avoided.
Yeah, then we get to the whole big bit with Salem.
And she has the relic.
She's got the lamp. She's looking for a way to get the question answered.
Wonder what is that question? What can kill me?
How can I kill the gods?
Nah, I don't think she would go that way.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, her entire existence is spite. It might be, how do I kill Ozpin once and for all?
How do I? Yeah, I think it's going to be what can kill me, so she can prepare for it.
That could be.
But does she really want to continue living? Like, hey, what can kill me so I can prevent myself from dying? Or just prevent myself from dying until, like, I've destroyed this world?
I think, so I'm hoping it will somehow involve Cinder and the Maidens.
Cinder is the most useless maiden.
That's the reason I want it to involve her, is because I want her to matter again. But it's interesting the way that she's trying to figure out how to answer the questions. Is it's like she has a bloodhound type Grim.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing is going to be tracking down Oscar.
Smell it, find the hands. Yeah. Either Oscar or Ruby.
Yeah, could be either.
After the Salem scene, we see one of the most useless people in this entire show show up. Oh wait, she's not a people. She's a fucking robot.
We see Penny using the maiden powers once more.
As useless as ever.
She is combat ready, thank you.
She's combat
No, I
ready
like Penny.
life.
She's gonna die. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about the actual groupings, though? In terms of, I guess, like, the overall
I'm fine with it.
use.
Best group so far is definitely the Aesops.
I like the idea of Yang and Blake being split.
I like the idea of them reviving Clover and like making him into a robot. And then the rest of them dying and being made into robots. And then Mech 5 comes back, right?
You're still holding fast.
You know, hold up.
You're
You know
holding
whose
fast.
body that could be? Winter.
Oh, that could be.
Unless it was like they did like an autopsy or something. It just like brought him in there.
True.
And there are plenty of possibilities. It could be Robin. We might be watching them like right before they go to kill her. Like, they're just looking down at her. It was like, you killed our leader, bitch. Stab, stab, stab. That would be dark. That would be really dark.
There's so much that could happen in this volume, and I have a feeling we have some ideas that are so much better than what's actually going to happen.
Well, careful. You don't want to say anything too bad against the protagonist, otherwise you'll be labeled a sexist.
You made that choice, Connor.
So stupid. So stupid.
Let us know what you guys thought of the teaser.
Do you think our theories are stupid or correct?
Is Connor sexist? Is he not?
I'm about to light a fire like no other.
I'd be fine with that.
But let us know your theories. Let us know what you're excited for in Volume 8, if you're excited at all.
And maybe you don't want to watch the show. Maybe you watched this and you thought, fuck this, I'm done. I don't know why you think that, but let us know.
You know, I hate shows like this because of fans like you.
It's because Pyrrha died.
See-
I almost lost it. And after that, I was like, I don't know if I can continue the series now.
That comment must have lost that too, because she didn't even pay attention to that moment.
So stupid. Anyway, thanks for joining.
Remember to hit that like button if you want to see more content like this. And if you want to see what the rest of our channel has to offer, be sure to subscribe. Looking for any ways to support us? Well, we currently aren't monetizable through YouTube. We do have a Patreon and even a merch store, so be sure to check those out. All of the links to these things are right in the description down below. And last but not least, we'll see you next time.